Every time you turn the key or push the button in your car, a small but mighty electrical device springs to life, performing a colossal task that often goes unnoticed. We're talking about the starter motor, the unsung hero that takes your dormant engine from a standstill to its roaring operational state. Without it, your powerful internal combustion engine is merely a heavy paperweight. At its heart, the starter motor is a brilliantly engineered electromechanical device designed to overcome the enormous resistance of a cold engine. It's essentially comprised of two main components working in perfect harmony: an electric motor and a solenoid switch. These two parts are intrinsically linked, each playing a vital role in the sequence of events that brings your engine to life. The solenoid isn't just a simple switch, it's a sophisticated component with a dual purpose. Firstly, it acts as a high-current relay, capable of handling hundreds of amps, connecting the battery's enormous power directly to the starter motor. Secondly, and equally important, it mechanically engages the starter's pinion gear with the engine's flywheel, ensuring a positive connection before the main motor begins to spin. This engagement process is crucial. As the solenoid activates, it pushes a small gear, known as the pinion gear, forward. This pinion gear meshes with the much larger ring gear located on the engine's flywheel. This gear reduction is vital, multiplying the torque produced by the starter motor, allowing it to turn the heavy engine crankshaft against the compression of its cylinders. Once engaged, the real work begins as the electric motor within the starter comes alive. This motor operates on the fundamental principles of electromagnetism. Inside, you'll find an armature, a rotating coil of wire, surrounded by stationary field windings or permanent magnets. When current flows through the armature, it creates an electromagnetic field that interacts with the field windings, producing torque and causing the armature to spin at high speed. Now let's address the elephant in the room: the sheer amount of current this device draws. We're talking about hundreds of amps, often between 100 to 300 amps, and sometimes even higher for larger engines. To put that in perspective, a typical household appliance might draw 10 to 15 amps. This massive current is necessary to generate enough torque to crank the engine, overcoming the internal friction, the resistance of cold oil, and most significantly, the compression within the engine's cylinders. This immense current draw explains why your car's battery is designed the way it is. Unlike a standard household battery, an automotive starting battery is built for high-rate discharge. It needs to deliver a massive surge of power for a very short duration. This is where the cold cranking amps rating comes into play, indicating the battery's ability to provide a specific amperage at freezing temperatures for 30 seconds while maintaining a minimum voltage. The electrical path to the starter is robust and direct. When you turn the ignition key, a relatively small current flows from the battery, through the ignition switch, often through a neutral safety switch, and then to the starter solenoid's control winding. This energizes the solenoid, which then closes the heavy contacts, allowing the massive current from the battery to flow directly to the starter motor's main terminals via thick gauge cables. The very moment the starter begins its operation, there's an even more pronounced phenomenon known as inrush current. This is an initial, even higher surge of current that occurs as the motor first starts to turn from a dead stop. It's akin to the immense effort required to push a heavy object from rest compared to keeping it moving. The inrush current can briefly exceed the steady cranking current, placing an even greater demand on the battery. In modern vehicles, the starter motor's operation isn't just a simple on-off switch. The engine control unit often plays a role, especially in vehicles with features like start-stop. Technology. The ECU monitors various sensors, engine temperature, battery state of charge, brake pedal position, to optimize starting conditions, engage the starter at the precise moment, and even disengage it as soon as the engine fires, protecting the motor from overspinning. Despite its robust design, the starter motor system is not immune to failure, and often, the first suspect isn't the starter itself, but the battery. A weak or discharged battery simply cannot provide the necessary current to crank the engine effectively. Symptoms like slow cranking, a rapid clicking sound, or no sound at all are often telltale signs of insufficient battery power. Another common point of failure lies within the starter solenoid. Over time, the heavy contacts inside the solenoid can wear out or become pitted from the arcing caused by high current flow. When these contacts fail, the solenoid may click, indicating it's trying to activate, but it won't be able to pass the main current to the starter motor itself, resulting in no engine cranking. The electric motor section of the starter can also succumb to wear and tear. Carbon brushes, which deliver current to the rotating armature, can wear down, losing contact and preventing the motor from spinning. The armature windings can develop shorts, or the bearings that support the armature can wear out, leading to excessive friction, grinding noises, or a complete seizure of the motor. Often overlooked, but critically important, are the wiring and connections within the starting circuit. Loose, corroded, or damaged battery terminals, ground cables, or the heavy positive cable leading to the starter can introduce significant resistance. This resistance causes a voltage drop, meaning the starter motor receives insufficient voltage and current to perform its job, leading to sluggish or non-existent cranking. Diagnosing a starter problem usually begins with listening. A rapid clicking often points to a weak battery or poor connections, where the solenoid gets just enough power to click but not engage fully. A single, solid click with no cranking suggests a faulty solenoid or a seized starter motor. A grinding noise indicates issues with the pinion gear or flywheel teeth, while no sound at all could mean a completely dead battery, an open circuit, or an electrical fault in the ignition system. While starter motors are built to last, their longevity can be influenced by good maintenance practices. Regularly checking battery terminals for corrosion, ensuring strong battery health, and avoiding excessive cranking can extend the life of your starter. Ultimately, the starter motor is a remarkable piece of engineering, quietly doing the heavy lifting to kickstart your journey, and understanding its intricacies helps us appreciate this vital component of our vehicles.